Hi, I'm Isabelle and I'm going to give some tips on how to quit smoking using some behaviour modification techniques. So firstly, I'm going to talk about how you can block cravings and the reinforcing effects of smoking using nicotine patches. Nicotine patches are great because they stop you from wanting to smoke altogether, and they stop you from having the physiological effects of smoking. So when you have a drag, you don't get that same sort of feeling or that same satisfaction as you normally do. So you can stop those reinforcing effects using nicotine patches, and that's the absolute number one thing I recommend if you're going to start to quit smoking. Secondly is find some alternative behaviours that you can use, so using chewing gum, practicing deep breathing. They're both really good ways of doing something else other than smoking when you would normally want to go and have a smoke. And they also help to relax you. Deep breathing's great because it helps to calm you, and it's really good practice to do even if you're not a smoker. So ways of getting positive reinforcement, if you want to set yourself some rewards, so if you go a day or an hour or a week without smoking, set up some sort of reward system for you. So even if it's a gold star on a chart, have some gold stars, stick up a chart on your bedroom wall and reward yourself every time you go an hour or a day without a cigarette. Another really important aspect to help you quit smoking is social reinforcement. So tell your close friends and your family that you're going to try and quit smoking. Tell them that you're using patches, that you're using a reward system. Tell them everything that you're going to use to try and stop smoking. Let them know your progress, keep them informed, send out text messages to your best friend or your husband or your wife when you're having a bad day and say, oh my god, I really need a cigarette, and get them to write back to you and say, no you don't. And that sort of reinforcement helps you to get through those tricky times. So social reinforcement, very, very good for helping you to quit smoking. Another thing is to set yourself some goals. So if you wake up, it's the beginning of a day, you've got your patch on, but you think, oh, I really should, start to not smoke at all now. Set yourself a goal. Don't smoke until you get home from work. And then maybe the next day, don't have any cigarettes at all. So start off small, but then start increasing the challenge to yourself and set yourself some goals, and don't forget to reward yourself afterwards. Lastly, monitor how many cigarettes you smoke. So every day, make a tally every time you have a cigarette, and keep that record as you progress using the nicotine patches and all the other methods that I've mentioned. That way you can see how much you progress from when you start to using patches to when you eventually quit. It'll also help to provide some positive reinforcement when you see how much your smoking has decreased over the weeks that you've been quitting. So they're my tips for quitting smoking using behaviour modification strategies. Hopefully it works for you, and good luck.